Hi there, welcome to Big V TV. Great to have you with us, Division 1 Women. And this time last week we said the top 6 was set. It's no longer set.
It's on. There's a race.
And the reason it's on, a lot of people wouldn't know this, but Mildura originally had some wins taken off them for playing a non-registered player. I think that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Now apparently...
Important piece of information.
Very important. Apparently, last week, during the week, there was an appeal, and it was heard by whomever. I think Basketball
Victoria Board.
And I think
Commission or something.
Not all of those wins, but a couple were given back to Mildura.
Right.
And as a result...
Enough that they're still in the hunt, even with those 2 OT losses.
They are still in the hunt. So it's alive in D1 Women. There you go. Things can change in a week, just like that. Speaking of Mildura, they were at home to Keilor on Saturday night. Mildura 118. 118.
They can score.
Well, yes they can. But hold that thought.
They can score though.
Mildura 118 defeated Keilor 92. Vanessa Power 27 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists.
She wants to play in a finals campaign.
Oh, no doubt. Jess Scannell had 18 points and 5 assists. So I agree with you. Mildura can score.
But so can their opposition.
They let in a lot of points.
They do.
They let in a lot.
Don't disagree.
Defense is not their strength.
No, but they can score.
Yep. And if they're going to make finals and continue in finals,
they have to shut some.
They've got to start playing defense because we know they can score, but gee, they leak points. So they're going to have to stop some teams.
Don't disagree.
And some, no disrespect to perhaps in the crew at Keilor, they're going to have to stop better teams than Keilor.
Yeah, well, giving Keilor 92.
That's right.
Yeah.
Chelsea 66 went down to Geelong 80. Candice Rogers 19 points, 13 rebounds for the Super Cats. Olivia Luttrell had 25 for Chelsea. All of a sudden, Chelsea's finals opportunity is in a bit of jeopardy. And they had a massive game, must win on the Sunday, which we'll get to in a moment. But they've just dropped back to the pack a little bit.
I was worried this might happen for them. Confidence is a big thing.
Yeah. Jasmine Lovejoy out injured.
Yeah, obviously. That happens, and I just think you get a bit of a run on. You could just see that was momentum building, but all you need is 1 or 2 losses for the doubt to enter.
Yeah. And they've lost a gun player.
And that's exactly right. Yeah. So together, that bit of a question mark on where they go to from here.
I agree. Latrobe City 67 defeated Craigieburn 97 defeated Craigieburn 64. Shanice Steenholt 25 and 13 for the Energy. Nat Thomas had 15 for Craigieburn.
She had a great season.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Latrobe City could get third, Steve.
I think that's pretty well deserving by their standards as well about the season they've had. Obviously, they picked up Steenholt maybe 4 or 5 weeks into the season and changed the lineup of their team, and they deserve to go into the finals sitting third, but they're probably still another class under the top 2.
I think that's a fair call. Western Port 50 defeated Hawthorn 36.
Yeah,
not a lot of scoring in this. Lauren Cooper had 21 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 blocks for Coops. Well done, Coops.
Nice.
Nat Vergara had 12 points for Hawthorn. Very, very low scoring. It was a win that Western Port needed. They were coming off a loss. They bounced back, got the win.
Yeah. I think that's about all you can say about that.
Camberwell 87 defeated Chelsea 70. So this was the big one.
Nice one.
If Camberwell had lost this game, given the change to Mildura's status during the week, if Camberwell had lost this, it was basically done. They got up by 17. Rachel Wansborough, terrific, 29 points, 12 rebounds. Liv Luttrell had 21 points for Chelsea. And all of a sudden, that ladder has now tightened up into a 3-way tie for 5th and 6th. We'll look at that in a moment. Werribee 41 went down to Sunbury 97. Emma Hardy had 25 for the Jets. Bet Van Kuyk 12 and 13 for Werribee. Now, how's this for a stat? So they've lost by 56. Werribee had 43 turnovers. 43.
Adjustment to the pressure or no?
Well, here's the big one. Sunbury had 29 steals. I can't...
There's got to be a lack of adjustment to pressure.
No doubt. And usually turnovers will be a mixture of, steals, definitely, but, bad passes, travels, all that sort of stuff. I can't remember the last time I saw a team 29 steals. Like, that is literally, Steve-O, in all honesty, that is literally like me walking over to you and going, here, you take a shot. I mean, 29 steals. Yeah. It's about the only chance you'd get against me.
Yeah, I was going to say, you'd be pretty generous there, but I think maybe a couple of times you've seen it in the youth competitions where people are trying to adjust, but
not D1 women.
in Division 1 women, that's a rarity.
And I think Werribee only rolled out with 7 players, by the way, as well. Mahala Jackson, who's come back from retirement to the coach to start playing some minutes there, doing a hell of a job just to step back out there, but they're just undermanned. Totally undermanned. Steve-O, ladder.
Sunbury, 18 and zip.
Steve-O, they will make the finals.
And they will not drop a game.
They will not drop a game. Do you know, this is fact, Steve-O. They have beaten in every game this season, bar one. Right? I won't mention which the one game is, that doesn't matter. But in every game bar one, so 17 of those 18 wins have been double-digit margins. 17 of 18. Double digits.
Who was the one?
Doesn't matter. Move on. Who's second?
Geelong, 15 and 4. Latrobe City, 13 and 6. Western Port, 12 and 7.
That's 4, and we've got a top 6. Here we go.
Then Camberwell, Mildura and Chelsea, all 10 and 9. Keilor, 6 and 13. Hawthorn, 4 and 15. Werribee and Craigieburn, 3 and 16.
So Werribee and Craigieburn, looking at Wooden Spoon as well. I mean, it's a big weekend for them because one of them will go down to Division 2. So it's a huge weekend for them.
Can I just start with the obvious? Before we're about to go through all of this, and I've just had a quick glance, right this second without knowing any other detail, I think I know which 2 I will tip to make it, which one will miss out.
Okay.
What I'd like to know is who's got head-to-head on who.
Okay, so Camberwell's got head-to-head on Mildura and Camberwell's got head-to-head on Chelsea.
Perfect.
Mildura's got head-to-head on Chelsea.
Because there is a chance all 3 teams can win this weekend.
Correct. I think Mildura's got head-to-head. Yeah, Mildura does have head-to-head on Chelsea. If all 3 finish with a win this season
Chelsea
and all finish on 11-9, on a mini ladder, 3-way, Camberwell is the only that they'll all end with 2 and 2.
Yes.
And Camberwell's the only one with a positive for and against. The other 2 are negative. And given Chelsea's margin to Camberwell last weekend, 17 points, Camberwell will have the worst for and against percentage. So Chelsea. So Chelsea would drop out.
Gotcha. Okay.
So those 3 teams.
So really, all 3 want to win.
Have to.
Chelsea was hoping that someone else
You can't rely on someone losing. All 3 teams, by the way, play at 6 p.m. on Saturday night. So they're all at the same time. They don't get a chance to sit back and see what happens and what can they do. It's all at the same time. Hawthorn take on Camberwell.
Camberwell will get that, so I think you're in.
Chelsea take on Western Port.
I think Western Port will get that.
Ooh. Will Western Port sit some players down? No? Okay.
I think Steelers win as well. And that fixes it, doesn't it?
Mildura Werribee.
Mildura.
I think Mildura win.
Mildura's got head-to-head on Chelsea. What you're saying is Chelsea's going to miss?
I think Chelsea will miss. I think either all 3 will win and Chelsea misses, or Chelsea loses to Western Port. I don't see yourselves or Mildura, Camberwell or Mildura dropping those games. I don't see that. At home for Mildura. If it was away, maybe not.
Sunbury take on Craigieburn. Craigieburn needs to win to avoid the wooden spoon, and it would be Sunbury's first loss of the season.
Sunbury will win that by 40.
I think Sunbury could sit their starters down this week, Steve, in all honesty, and win.
I'd agree.
Geelong take on Latrobe City. Now, this is a big game. Geelong can't lose second. Latrobe City win, though. They will get third and a higher placed home final, which means if they win, they play the loser, they'll play Geelong, not Sunbury. They would avoid Sunbury. So third place is critical here, because if they win that home game, it's the highest placed winner. So they would play Geelong in the semi and avoid Sunbury. So third place is vital.
I just don't think I understand why people want to rest players. I get all that.
Yep.
Maybe I'm just of that mentality that risking your form. I think this is also very, very questionable at this time of the year.
If you're Geelong, though, Tess Fairy's been injured during the season.
Did she play on the weekend, though?
No, she did.
Right.
So
Candice Rogers had a very nice double-double.
Yeah, but they've got some older bodies, Geelong.
I just don't think they want to risk form. Okay. So I'm going to tip Geelong.
I think Geelong win either way. If they rest 1, 2, I still think they can get over Latrobe at home.
I think if Geelong rest a couple, Latrobe get up. This is a massive game for Latrobe, third position.
I don't disagree.
Like I said, whoever wins third, if they do win that first final against the 6th place team, and Sunbury, Geelong got the week off, they'll go through the semis against Geelong, so they will avoid Sunbury. So it's for Western Port and Latrobe City. It's a big weekend. Keilor take on Sunbury on Sunday. I think Sunbury win that as well. Is that it? D1 women. There we go. Round 18 coming up. Next week, we'll be back to preview the finals for season 2016. We'll see you next week on Big VTV.